My name is Michelle Bentley. I'm a retired Houston firefighter and empty nester who loves to get out and explore God's beautiful creation. For years, I've dreamed of hiking from Mexico to Canada on the roughly 3,100-mile Continental Divide Trail, the most remote and rugged of the long-distance trails in the United States. This year, with the support of my amazing husband, I'm beginning this epic solo journey. I love to share my adventures, so come and hike with me.
Good morning, day 2 of the CDT. So cowboy camping was nice, actually. I can't say I slept great. I did sleep for a couple hours, but when I would wake up, I would just see all the stars all around me. It was amazing. I've been suffering with some bad nausea through the night, and it's still here this morning. I'm trying to drink a little hot chocolate so I have a little energy, and then I'm getting packed up and hiking before the heat hits, because it's another day, it looks like, without any shade. So there's a water tank about, I think it's 15 miles in, and it's supposed to provide shade. So if that's the case, I may hole up there for a while and let the heat die down, because I don't want to go through another yesterday unless it feels a lot cooler. All right, we'll hit the trail. Well, packed up, back on trail, heading to that second water source to fill up and then get as many miles in as I can before it really heats up. I was a little bit slow getting out of camp, but I've just been fighting nausea. Oh gosh, since like half the night. So hopefully that gets better. See you in a bit. Walking through this is like a maze. We've got to get to the signs, which there it is, but there's no direct route. So you're going round and round all these bushes, trying not to lose sight of your sign. And keeps it interesting. Hiking that you have to actually think about. But I see the road, like I saw a truck going by, so I'm not very far away. I just gotta get through this, and then my water will be right there by the road. Bye bye Hatchet Mountains. Big Hatchet Mountains. This is cool. This is the skeleton of a cholla cactus, which is one of these here with the spiny pricklies. Yay! Made it through the maze to the water cache, and the road is just beyond. So, first goal of the morning accomplished. I'm gonna top off on my water because it's like another, like 15 miles or so to the next water. So, and we'll keep on hiking. My first gate on the CDT, crossing Highway 81. Takes you to Hatchets. Crossing the road. And there's the information board and the trail sign. So here's another style gate they've put up. Cattle can't go through, but hikers can squeeze. Oh, hopefully with my big pack. Make it around the tight corner and back again into the pokey bushes. All right. Looks like I'm back to sign spotting. Now I'm supposed to spot these little blue ribbons. Okay. We'll see how this goes. Oh, I see a few. Okay. There's one. And there's one up ahead. Maybe it won't be so bad. Oh, and there's some signs. Okay. So we left the Big Hatchet Mountains, and today we're hiking along the Little Hatchet Mountains, it looks like. Very pretty. got a wash to cross. There's the next sign. Way there. Today's terrain has a lot of little rolling ups and downs because of these big washes we have to cross. So here is a water source. I'm glad I had the cash and don't have to drink out of a pond, because that tank is empty is what the notes say. So my next water source is a tank that's still about 11 miles away. So I need to hike because it's going to be very hot by the time I get there. The plants seem to be getting smaller in this section, so it's making it a little easier to spot signs and navigate. And there's a pretty good beaten-in trail here, so I'm moving a little better than earlier today. But I'm struggling. I am really fighting just like queasiness and lack of appetite. So when I feel like I can eat something, I eat a little bit, but I'm trying not to force it because I kind of made myself eat dinner last night and paid for it overnight. I just got like the dry heaves. It was not pleasant, but hopefully this will pass. Just my body adjusting, especially the heat. I think the heat has a big part to do with it. So just trying to stay hydrated and trying to get to my shade. I'm going to take a break for the afternoon and bunch of nothing. And then when it starts to cool off, I'm going to hike and maybe even do some night hiking because I need to cover as many miles in these open areas as possible when it's cool. Another wash. Ugh. Well, it looks like I'm back following a road for a while, which I'm actually quite happy about because my feet hurt so bad, and navigating through all those washes and stuff is not feeling fantastic. All my blisters. So this will be a little quicker. Getting to my shade. Yeah, I thought it felt like I was climbing. See the road way back in the distance, and then it's just kind of rolling, steadily climbing. Looks like I'm going to be heading over the rise in the distance. That'll show me my next section of desert. It is definitely heating up out here. I still got quite a ways to my water and shade, so I just am moving slow, trying not to get too overheated as best I can. Of course, all these little uphill climbs don't help with that much. You know, it doesn't look too much on camera, but I have a little climb. I think it's the last climb to get past these Little Hatchet Mountains, and I'll see. I don't know what it looks like on the other side because it's been blocking my view. So you can see my road way back there, and I've been following it all around. There's another set of these Little Hatchet Mountains on the back side, which you can't see, and now we've been following this set, and I think I'm nearing the end, but this road has been climbing. That was a big climb, and then I've got this other climb here, and I have no idea what's on the other side. So I'm about 4 miles
from my water source and shade. Oh, it's hot, but there is a breeze now that I've gotten away from those Little Hatchet Mountains a bit. So that's helping. But, I like solo hiking. Like, I don't mind it being alone, but I will say, like, every time I'm feeling really rough, like my feet hurt and it's hot and I'm feeling really bad and I run into somebody, it just lifts my spirit so much. Just brief interactions. And it kind of makes sense because, you know, God made us for relation with Him and with other people. So being alone is a good time to like reflect on a lot of things. But it is nice when you see people and have a little connection. Shared suffering out here. I am finally back to trail and I can see my water source there in the distance. I need shade. So I just took like a almost a 3-hour, 2.5-hour break at the this water tank and a cow pond, but it had trees around it with amazing shade. It felt so good. So I let my feet air out and I met another hiker. So I had company for the break. And I think we're actually probably going to meet up at the next water cache, which is in like 6 miles or so, and probably camp around there or just past it. So it was nice having some company because it's been a brutal day. Like, whew, this heat, it's no joke. And you have to hike from water to water and shade to shade because otherwise you run risk of like heat stroke or heat exhaustion. But I'm back to walking on a trail instead of a road, so this feels a little better on my feet for sure. And blisters are bad. Like, I never get blisters, and they're all over my heels and the pads of my feet and one of my toes. And it's just, I think it's a combination of the heat and the sand. It just gets through everything. Like, my feet are filthy and you can't do anything about it. So I just got to get out of the desert, let them heal up when I get to Lordsburg. But still making miles. I did like 14 and a half, and another 6. That'll put me just over 20 when I'm done. So that's good. That's all I need to do. And then hopefully it'll be cooler by then. It's 4 o'clock now. So hopefully it'll start cooling down here. It's still hot, but it's better than it was. Okay, check in later. There are these massive dirt devils kicking up out there. I don't think that the camera, let's see. Oh yeah, there we go. Like, sorry it's so shaky, that's hard with it so zoomed. But there's one. Those aren't really showing up on the camera, but man, they're huge. I was talking to a couple of guys that showed up at that last water tank right as I was leaving, and we were all just talking about how humbling this desert section has been. Like, I probably came in a little too arrogant because I looked at the elevation profile, and you know, it's low elevation here. It's only like 4,000 to 5,000 feet, and the terrain, we've got a little bit of gentle climbing, but nothing crazy. But what I didn't count on was how just intense the heat is, and the impacts of not having wind, or when the wind gets strong, and the sand and the rock and gravel, just, they're tearing my feet apart. I never have issues with my feet as far as blisters and things go. My feet are covered. Like, every step is just agonizing, but it's just, you know, it's blisters, so it's not like my feet are injured, but I'm gonna need to take care of them when I get to town. But it's just gonna be very painful between now and then. But anyways, it's still like it's desert beauty, different type of beauty, but it is a harsh environment that can kill you really quickly. Like even out doing this, you've got to really plan well your stops and breaks and how much to carry for water, and make sure you're drinking enough and getting electrolytes. Like it's a challenge. All right, enough. So I'm so excited. Oh, hold on, I gotta squeeze through these cactuses. Okay. At the moment I have a cloud. Like this is the first time there's been cloud cover. It's not gonna last very long maybe, but I am gonna be thankful while I got it. And there's a breeze, like the combination is amazing. It's the little things out here. Y'all, this has been incredible. This little cloud, it has been blocking the sun for about a mile now, and it's just like following me as I'm hiking. So I got to put my umbrella up and everything. So somebody is praying for me. Thank you, Jesus. I got a little hill to climb, and then we'll see what views I have on the other side. So I'm going to show you this. So yesterday I hiked away from Mexico through the mountains and then across all of these Big Hatchet Mountains. And then today I hiked across all of these Little Hatchet Mountains. And then I don't know, the trail went like this way and over here somewhere to my water break, and then now I'm climbing back up and heading up over this rise. I'm not sure yet what's on the other side. So I've climbed up quite a bit actually. From way down there you can kind of see the line of signs. Oops, it's catching that acetillo. But yeah, big hill. So I've gone about 3 miles, so I think I have about 3.5 more that I need to do to get to the 3rd water cache, and then I'll camp somewhere right around that cache, and that should set me up good for starting very early. Plan to get up. I'd like to be hiking by 4:30 and just do some, night hiking while it's cool. Give me a few more hours of cool, because honestly by 9 o'clock it's already really hot, and by 10:30, I mean, it's just like ridiculous. But cool, I can see the trail out there. I think that's the trail. Cool. Walking through another sandy wash. This is rough on the feet, especially at the end of the day. Oh, but maybe I'm leaving it soon. I see a sign over here. Well, that guy didn't do so well. Wind's kicking up.